Alright people, let's hop into this thing. So, this video is gonna be jam-packed with stuff, okay? I'm basically gonna split it up into 3 segments. Goku Black stuff, Gohan stuff, and of course, the Buu stuff. Now, I'm saving the Buu stuff for last because I want y'all to watch to the end, but also because there's a little discussion I want to have about the Buu stuff. So let's get into it. It might be a real long video, so bear with me. First thing first, if you haven't already, this Super Saiyan 3 Buutenks kit as well as base hair kit is up on 5K Toys. It's been up for a little while now, but it's still up for pre-order. If you haven't ordered it already, go get it. Now, just to be clear, the figure does not come with it. And I don't see Tamashii doing a re-release anytime soon. So, get them while you can. But of course, you never know with Tamashii. They could just pull something out of their butt. You never know. On to the next thing. Okay, so up next, what we have is the Goku Black Chosen Ones kit from Demoniacal Fit. And as you can see, $16.99. So, automatically getting the price. Now, what does it come with? Let's wipe through these pictures real quick. That's all it comes with. So, you get 2 sets of hands. You get the Super Saiyan Rose head, you get the base hair, you get the scythe, and you get the keyblade. I think that's a pretty decent price for what you're getting. So if you want to upgrade your Goku Black, you already got the mold, you don't really care for the hair sculpt, I think this is a pretty good hair sculpt for Goku Black. It has a more fluffy look to the hair. Of course, base hair. If you got a Goku Black without the base hair, there you go. A lot of Goku Black love. Let's move forward because there's another company that's doing a Goku Black kit, and I think their kit looks even more awesome, but it depends on your preference for art style. So here we have our first 3D renderings of the DL Customs Goku Black head sculpts, and they look awesome. Now, of course, Char right here has something to tell us. They're saying, due to large quantities of accessories this time, due to quality considerations, further refinement is being carried out. The expected shipment has been postponed to December. We apologize for waiting of all players, and thank you for your patience and trust. All players meaning all the people that pre-ordered this. But this thing looks awesome. Of course, it's based off of the manga art style in terms of the Goku Black. Now, you get the Keyblade, you get the Super Saiyan hair. Now, of course, they didn't show us all the other accessories in these pictures, but if you go to Omnimestore.com, you'll see the different accessories that this kit is supposed to come with. Now, so you'll always have the option. Now, the only thing about this kit is that it'll be more expensive than I'm blanking right now, the Demoniacal Fit kit. So be mindful of that. Consider that when you deciding which kit you want to get, or maybe you want to get both, who knows. But with that being said, one more Goku Black thing. So what we have right here is more Kong Studios pictures that I neglected. I completely forgot to include them in the last video that I did, and that talked about the Kong Studios Time Breaker Goku Black. But here are the pictures, or at least the in-hand prototypes. One thing I will say is we see that it has the soft good torso or shirt on the torso, and I was kind of nervous about that coming from Gohan Beast and Orange Piccolo, but Kong Studios seems to have it right. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a picture of it or a video on the side of the screen to show y'all the demonstration of the articulation working well even with the soft vest. So that's good. And of course, last but certainly not least, the Keyblade effect. Alright people, so before we even get to the Gohan stuff, I gotta show my man AFFM custom stuff. So right here what we have, as you can see, it is a Gogeta kit. And not just any Gogeta kit, a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta kit. Now I suppose technically you don't have to use the tail if you get the kit, but if you do, Of course, you always have the option for Super Saiyan 4. And as you can see, he's modeled the hair, he's modeled the vest, he's modeled the belt, and he's modeled the tail. Now, basically the way you'd be using this kit is with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku body. And here, as you can see, he has the printout of the tail. And here's some more pictures. As you can see, it fits well with the Super Saiyan 4 body, so you don't have to worry. And right here, he's showing us how flexible this material is. Look at this, look at this. Amazing. Amazing. Now, he says this is a bit of a passion project. It's possible that third party will release this before, third party and official will release their Gogetas before. But he doesn't care. Still gonna do it. Gotta love it. Now, one more thing. So something else that AFFM Customs is working on is an energy effect kit specifically for Vegeta. So as you can see, we have a charging up energy blast effect and for his Big Bang attack. But if you want him firing it, he got you covered there too. So this is going to be a great kit because, you know, we don't have a whole lot of energy effect kits out there for SA Figure Art. Surprisingly, it's mostly just figures and things of that, you know, head sculpts. Maybe the head sculpt will come with a couple hands and things of that nature, but not a whole lot of energy effects to go with these figures. I'm sure people can get creative and use it for more than just Vegeta, but we know that meant to be for Vegeta. Here's another look at it. And yeah, this man, AFFM Customs, is doing a great work for the community. Just like a lot of everybody that's doing third-party stuff, it's all very welcome, you know? It's awesome, to say the least. But now we're going to get to the Gohan stuff, because there's a lot of Gohan stuff to get through, and I want to get y'all to the Kid Buu stuff, because I know that's why a lot of people clicked on this video. I'll be into the Gohan stuff, right? First thing first, we on the Possessed Horse page, which is Demoniacal Fit, and basically we're seeing head sculpt renderings of Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Cell games, and it looks awesome, looks great. This isn't the only head sculpt you're going to see, by the way, and by the way, I don't think that this is just going to be the head sculpt. I believe they're releasing a full figure. However, what I wanted to say is this. You know, you're going to get Gohan until it comes out. Just as promised, before we were just looking at the renderings for the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from Demoniacal Fit, here we can actually see full body prototypes. And it's looking good, to be honest. Nothing to really complain about. Only thing you can complain about, like I said, is when this is actually going to drop. But so far, it's looking like the official release. At least until Tamashi decides to upgrade this figure with a new mold. But until then, this is all looking really good. I have no complaints so far for what it's supposed to be. Now, as you can see, future Gohan stuff, right? Always a pleasure to have some future Gohan stuff, because we know that's a lot of people's favorite variation to Gohan besides the Cell games Gohan. And just to be clear, from what I understand, from what Cyrus said, according to one of his peoples, this is just going to be the head sculpt. So be mindful of that. So this is basically, you're probably going to need some type of generic 3.0 body, whether you got it from Kong or Demoniacal Fit's version, which is supposed to release in November of the 3.0 mold. But with that being said, also shout out to Burst ZG, Cyrus. These guys work like around the clock, just scouring the interwebs so they can find pictures like this, and so we can present them to you. So shout out to them for sure. More pictures. Head sculpt looking very nice. And as you can see, there you go. Got the frowny face, smirking face, yelling face. You know, pretty standard set of faces when you're dealing with these Dragon Ball characters. Is that it? No, there's more. Now that's it. Okay, so one thing I definitely wanted to say is that Future Gohan that I just showed y'all, I believe this is the same company that's doing the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan head sculpt that you see right here. And it's awesome. What can I say? It's awesome. Completely awesome. And here it is on the actual mold. Here it is, another side-by-side comparison. And to be honest, it's not even really a fair comparison at all. This is, of course, that Tamashii head sculpt is not indicative of what they can do now. So just be mindful of that. And here we have that Super Saiyan 2 head sculpt on a more adult body. So basically an adult Gohan body. And it looks awesome. Another look right there. Head sculpt is looking immaculate. Another look. Now, like I said, we don't have any confirmed name for this brand. But like I said, once we get it, gonna tell y'all, gonna let y'all know. With that being said, is that it? Oh wait, another look at how the the future Gohan will look on the 3.0 mold. That seems to be the Kong 3.0 mold, which I guess is close enough to, god damn it, why car alarms going off? Pissing me off. Alright, sorry for that interruption, but here we have the future Gohan on the Kong Studios body. And one thing I would say, don't worry too much. Potentially don't worry too much. You should be good because Demoniacal Fit is going to drop their Forever Martialist Goku in November. So that'll be a very widespread 3.0 mode that guys can use to customize stuff like Future Gohan, for example. So, you know, he goes and you don't have to worry too much about that. And then I'm sure Tamashii will release their Future Gohan at some point. Because it seems to be a lot of Gohan fever going around all of a sudden. I wonder if they know something we don't know. But with that being said, let's we on Omnimestore.com, and as you can see, we finally reached the main motherfucking event. We have Super Buu, Buutenks, and I'm amped for this because the sculpts are so on point. It looks like Tonsen peeled this right out of the anime. Now we're gonna come back to this picture because that shows us everything that he comes with, but I just wanted to get a closer look at that face. Beautiful face sculpt, absolutely sensational. Now the only thing, as we see right here, is that the skin tones don't seem to match perfectly. Hopefully that's not a thing once we get the kits in hand, but if it is, not the biggest deal breaker for me, but because then it's just a matter of lighting, since I'll be mostly focused on figure photography, but it would be a little disappointing, to say the least. And we can see that head tentacle thing that he has on his head, as redundant as that was, is articulated. So, you know, it's nice not to have the static option. It's always nice to have more options. Now, if it was static, I guess it wouldn't be the biggest deal, but having it be articulated is definitely much better. Now we're gonna swipe and see what it all come with. You get the 3 head sculpts, 3 head sculpts. You get the vest, you get the charging effect for the special beam cannon, and of course, you get 3 sets of hands and then the 1 hand for a special beam cannon. All this for, hold on. All of that for $39.99. So I would say you can't beat it, especially since it's going to probably be a while before you get an official release from Tamashii with this figure. So if you don't feel like waiting that long, here you go. Buutenks kit. So right now, what you see on your screen is potentially what's going to solidify Tonsen as one of the best, if not the best, third-party company around. So we're just going to scroll down a bit. That's the price point, $64.99 USD. I want y'all to keep that in mind. Here we have Kid Buu, a character that people have said non-stop that they want. And the first person to deliver it, or the first company to deliver it, is a third-party company. This thing looks awesome. So now we can see a couple things with this picture. 1, the M isn't painted, and 2, it's awesome. Now I'm sure the M will be painted when we get it in hand, which is at the end of March 2024. Same thing with the Buutenks kit. Now this is Adolescent Malevolence version A. We know this is Kid Buu. Of course, he can't use the official name because it's not licensed officially. We got Buu with the drooling face when he came to the Kai's planet and he was just dozed off. And of course, open palm hands with a kind of evil grinning face, yelling face. Yeah, I'm in this show now. That's when he first appeared in the show. More angles. Come here, hands. And don't worry, we're gonna see all the accessories in a bit. This is when he had the when he was charging up his vanishing ball, and of course gritting teeth face, which looks phenomenal. Middle finger hand, and of course when he was trolling Vegeta, shaking ass. And of course, he even goes far enough as to show the articulation of their hands. And this is amazing because this was all done from the ground up. This is probably gonna be the definitive Kid Buu, if not a lot of people's definitive Kid Buu, until Tamashii drops theirs. Now, with this picture, we get to see everything that it comes with. So, at least this version, version A, we get the vanishing ball, charging up, energy effect. We getting, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of hands. Now, on the 6th set that I counted right here in the corner, it seems like you get the middle finger and another open palm hand. What's the difference between this open palm hand and the other open palm hand? I don't know. Alright, after zooming in while editing the video, I can see that it's 2 regular open palm hands, then one with a peg hole for the blast to go in. Either way, what we also get 6 different head sculpts. Not face plates, but full-on head sculpt. We got him dozing off, sleeping. We got the gritting teeth, really angry looking face. We got the kind of smirky grin evil face. We got the stern face. We got the yelling face. And of course, we got the trolling smiling face. This thing is so much that you're getting for a brand new sculpt. Like, look at the fact that he comes with the little squirmy body, like I said, when you're shaking ass. And trolling Vegeta. He actually comes with that part. I don't think we would have ever gotten that from Tamashii now. Tamashii can always surprise us and do a bunch of stuff that we never seen before. But you getting all of this for $64? You really can't beat that. That's a lot of accessories, a whole lot more than we usually get with Tamashii, at least nowadays. And that's what I really wanted to talk about, because let's think about this. The brand new Vegeta they just announced and put on Premium Bandai doesn't come with nearly as much as this. And this is a brand new sculpt. And what else? You're getting way more. Brand new sculpts, mad different accessories. And with that Vegeta, you're getting kind of like the bare minimum of what we expect from Tamashii at the same price point. And even with that, Vegeta figure is definitely old parts to that figure. It's not a completely brand new mold, which I think they should have done. But you know, I'm not the pencil pusher at Tamashii, so what can I say? This thing is awesome. Now we're gonna go to set B. I'm not gonna go through all of set B. I'm just gonna put a picture up, and actually I'm gonna go through it. Once again, what we have here, Kid Buu looking mean as hell. Now, if you didn't catch it already, version A had a gold paint job for the trimming of his gauntlets and on his belt. This is more yellow. And we got Kid Buu looking mean as hell, of course. That's his MO. And what else? The whole point in looking at, oh man, that head sculpt is immaculate. The whole point in looking at this was to, here we go. People were wondering what the difference was, and here we can see, this is one of the main differences. Here we have him shooting the energy blast volley, and I think that's the main accessory that's different here. I also think that this Kid Buu has more, I want to say, anime accurate colors. Yeah, that's the main difference from what I can see. Oh no, okay, with this one he has the tongue sticking out troll face instead of, what face did he come with before that's different? Either way, we'll look at that in a second. So we can compare it side by side. Once again, for $64.99, you're getting a whole lot more than you would get with a Tamashii Nations figure, and that's the issue here. Third party, these people that probably have a much smaller budget than Tamashii is charging the same amount of money for Tamashii, and we're getting way more bang for our buck than with Tamashii. And this is not to just to rag on Tamashii. I know some people may feel, ah man, this guy's always complaining about Tamashii. It's like, no, it's not that. I want Tamashii to win. I want everybody to win. But I know that's not necessarily how it works. But it's just to show people that, you know, Tamashii can pack more into these figures that they drop, you know? And when Tamashii does finally drop their Kid Buu, I expect it to maybe be, I can't say with definitiveness that I expect it to be better than this, but technically it should be better than this. I'm not sure what they'd have to go all out on the accessories, which I doubt they'll do, but they'll have to go all out with the accessories for the Tamashii Nations version, because as we can see, Tonsen is going absolutely nuts with this. It's not really, I don't know, but we'll see. Time will tell the tale. I think aesthetically, Tamashii Nations Kid Buu figure will definitely be on par with this, if not a little better. But not even, I can't even say a little bit better. I'll say it'll be on par, because this is pretty much ripped right out of the anime. So it'll just at that point depend on the art style that Tamashii Nations wants to go with when making their Kid Buu figure eventually, whenever that comes out. What, like 5 or 6 years from now at this point? Alright, I might have backed it a little bit. Let's say 3 or 4 years from now. Like 4 years from now. But I think what Tamashii can do, and this is the discussion part of the video, this is why the video is going to be so long. I think what Tamashii can do is 2 things. There's a couple things that Tonsen actually missed. Since he's covered so many expressions, it's much more easy to see what he missed out on in terms of making it. So what Tamashii can do is, since Tonsen didn't do the cannonball, you know, when Buu folds up into his ball form and he's flying around the planet hitting people, Tamashii can include that in their version with Kid Buu. And also there's a version of Kid Buu where he has like the most evil smile on his face. I think it's the scene right after Goku first transforms into a Super Saiyan 3 against him. They can include that face. But really, there's not a whole lot more that Tamashii can do. Like, they basically have to include everything that's here and more, and then articulation would have to be on point too, and the paint. Like, they'd have to go above and beyond to defeat this Kid Buu. But with that being said, we're gonna real quick compare and contrast version B and version A, and then we're gonna close it out. So right here we have a side-by-side comparison between the two. Version B is at the top, version A is at the bottom, and the main difference being is 2 things. 1, the colors are definitely different, but 2, facial expressions. We get the tongue sticking out trolling phase versus with the version B, and we get the drooling sleeping phase with version A, and both are awesome. Now what's gonna suck is that even if you wanted to buy both kits, you're not gonna get like swappable, like to swap the 2 exclusive head parts. The skin tones probably won't match, because version B has the more saturated anime colors, where, you know, you got the yellow trimming around the gauntlets and the yellow on the belt. And of course with version A, you got the gold trimming on the gauntlets and the gold on the belt. And honestly, there's no shame in getting both. This thing is awesome. This is the matter. Now, if you can't get both or you can't afford both, I just choose which one you like the best. I'm personally more partial to the pale with the gold trimming. But with that being said, this thing has been awesome. If you've watched to the end, thank you very much. Definitely check out my previous video. I just did a video on the Black Folk Toys Acme Power, aka Ultra Instinct Goku review. Go check that out. Go check out this my first ever custom that I've done. That's the video right before that Acme Power video. And yeah, man, this has been quite the treat. Hopefully, I don't even know. This is gonna probably be the definitive Kid Buu for a long time to come, if not forever. We'll see. Time will tell the tale. It could be what, 3 or 4 years from now. We get the Tamashii Nation version, and I'm like, yo. As much as I talked about this being a potential definitive version, I don't know. We'll see. But I doubt Tamashii's gonna do this many accessories. This is a lot, even for like a third party. But with that being said, peace.
残念ですが、時間外労働です。
Yeah! Fuck next time, buddy!
Alright, so this morning, I wake up and I see I have 5 unchecked messages. And immediately, I'm like, something big had to be revealed for 5 people to directly message me. And I look at the first message, and what do I see? I see that 5K Toys has confirmed that I'm assuming it's going to be Beast Deity dropping the Zycor figure. Now, I know that this isn't everyone's cup of tea because it's fan fiction. It's a fan fiction character. They may not even like his design or what have you, but this is something I feel like hits a huge nostalgia spot for me, because back when I was getting into Dragon Ball Z, we all know about Dragon Ball AF. I frequently saw pictures of this character. I'm like, yo, who is this character? I don't know who this character is. Like, I've never seen him before. And he's a part of Dragon Ball AF. Like, who's Zycor? How powerful is he? Like, how did he come to be? Like, so many different questions. And this is exciting because I wouldn't get this from Tamashii because it's not an official character. He's a fan-made character. So, third party is the only way, besides making a custom, of course. It's the only way I ever get this figure, and man, the hype. And to be honest, they didn't really even have to do a lot of work to make him. Just a bunch, like a little bit of retooling on the hand, a new head sculpts, and you're pretty much done. Because the rest is just the Goku body. But with all this being said, they saying all forms, right? Now the thing about the all forms thing is, really, Zycor only had one other transformation within the story that he was created in, at least, because he exists in multiple different stories. He exists in Toyotaro's original vision of him, and he exists in Dragon Ball Epsilon, but I don't think the story for that was ever completely fleshed out, and maybe it will get to be in the future, but I don't know. I don't want to get too far off topic, but bottom line is, this is definitely a grail for me. This is one of the figures, something I always wanted to have in figure form, and I'm excited that it's here. I can't, as you saw from that quote unquote live footage of me reacting to this news. Yeah, extremely ecstatic. I don't know what else could like really top this for me. Next year we have TONSENARTTOYS Kid Buu. We got this. We have the Broly's going up for pre-order at the end of this year. Next year is going to be crazy for third party at the very least, and official. We have yet to get everything that we're going to get revealed for official. So, man, it's going to be a treat next year, and I'm sure for many years to come. So with that being said, this was Overtime. Peace.
One more thing.
Actually, one thing I want to add. If they were going to do new forms, I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. But I think this is how a hypothetical form for this character would look. Since he has Saiyan and Kai DNA, this is how this character would look. And I don't think he would go the Super Saiyan 4 route, but you never know. It's all what you call it. It's all fan fiction, so a lot of this stuff can be left up for interpretation anyway. But that's all. Peace.